Welcome back for more Firebase. I'm going to cover Firebase Storage right now. Firebase Storage is pretty straightforward, pretty simple to use. I've got an index.html file here. It's mostly right now, it's just Polymer. A little bit of initialization for Firebase, but that's about it. The rest is all just Polymer, just making this little card show up. Okay? You'll notice, this is how we're going to handle it. When you choose a file, let's say an awesome headshot of me. Okay, we'll open that up there. And now let's go to sources and let's put a breakpoint here on right there. Okay, we'll click upload. Okay, we hit our breakpoint. Files. This is quite literally document query selector files input. I'm pulling off pound files input. That's the ID on my input for files. If you look over here, it's type file. That's all I got to do. Multiple. I'm using multiple. Going to get multiple files. If you use singular, you don't have to do the looping. Yeah, so I got a files list. And of course, the file list has a file. There you go. That's the file. I'm going to pass that file directly to the uploader, to Firebase, to upload. So all I'm doing here is I'm going to loop through all of these files and call upload file on the file. Upload file. Let's let that play through. Okay, upload file is going to be right there. Okay, awesome. I'm also going to throw off little toast events here based on some promises. I'm pushing the upload results to a promises array and firing off this little toast that says, hey, file's uploaded. Now, obviously, I'm not doing anything, so it's just succeeding. Yeah, succeeding because there's nothing to fail yet. Okay, so let's go over to code. Fun stuff. Let's focus here on the console. Okay. How do we manage storage in Firebase? First, we need a storage ref. Firebase.storage. Storage is a function that gets our storage API. And we call .ref. And we pass in whatever arbitrary nesting we want. And that'll create the folder structure in our storage bucket. Now remember, storage buckets are Google Cloud Storage. They're backed directly by Google Cloud Storage. You can interact with the bucket exactly like any Google Cloud Storage bucket, but because it's attached to Firebase, you can upload to the bucket directly from a client, be it a browser, iOS, Android, doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm just going to put all of my files in storage demo. That's going to be the name of my folder. Now also, for tracking purposes, for the purposes of the app, I'm going to call firebase.database.ref storage demo/upload. So I'm going to have a database structure that's /storage demo/uploads, and I'll push my files to this. I'll push records of my files to this point in the database. Okay. Now you can pass certain kinds of metadata up to your file, and I like cache control. I want a whole year worth of cache control. So max age is a year. 60 times 60 times 24 times 365. It should be 1 year's worth of seconds. Okay, so let's upload the file. I'm going to catch a file here. Let's console I got the file. So it's really clear what we're dealing with here. So here's this incredible headshot of yours truly. We're going to upload it. There. It is literally a file object, a browser file object. I don't have to mess with it at all. Okay? So, what do we do here? We do storage. Just quick note. We're going to use the name Chris Headshot 900px.jpg. That's going to be the name we're going to use for this. I mean, you could create whatever name you like. We're going to do storage. Well, first, our upload task equals storage ref dot child. So we got to dig in and say file.name. So now it's going to be storage-demo/upload. the file name, which is Chris headshot 900 pixels.jpg. Okay, .put, literally just pass up the file, the whole file object, and then whatever metadata you want, which in this case I have under uploads metadata. Okay, this gives me an upload task. There are a couple things you can do with the upload task. The primary thing is upload task.on. Make sure I get this all right. I've got some notes over here. Upload task.on state changed. And now I'm going to pass in, well, first, because we're going to manage promises, I'm going to return new promise function, resolve reject. There. Okay. So upload file, this function now returns a promise. That just makes everything clean. Okay, we pass in two handlers. First is a progress handler. Second is an error handler. And the third is a success handler. I'm actually not going to handle any inputs for the success handler. I'm going to work straight off of the upload task itself, which I've stashed here in memory. Okay, so first, the snap. Snap's got lots of fun data in it. I'm just going to use bytes transferred and total bytes. Copy paste out of my notes because I don't want to type it again. So we'll just, every time I upload anything, it'll say progress snaps.bytes transferred over snaps.total bytes, pass out the bytes. And yeah, let's just do that really quickly. Let's go to sources so we can stop on this. Okay, choose a file. We'll go back to my incredible headshot. Upload. Bam. Okay, so we can do our very first one. The snap. What's the snap look like? It's got all this data attached to it. Oh, goodness. It's kind of ugly. Snap.bytes. Transferred. That is an attribute. 0 bytes transferred. Snap.total bytes. There we go. Those are total bytes. I think you can pull a little more data out of this if you get creative, but I'm not certain about how to do that. I just pull bytes transferred and total bytes because that's all I care about is how much has been transferred as a fraction. Okay, let that play out. There. So it actually all went up in one chunk. It's a small enough file. It just went up as a single. Bigger files will fire off multiple state changed events. Okay. Now, as far as errors are concerned, if we have an error, I'm going to say console.log upload error, and I'm going to reject the promise with the error message. Okay. Now, if we succeed, when we succeed, we're going to need to save a record of this. So first, metadata. There's metadata for every file, and it is attached to the upload task. .snapshot. There's a snapshot on the upload task. .metadata. And then over here we got. Oh yeah, we're gonna need to record a key. I don't want to. If I upload a file multiple times, I want to upload it to the same. I want to have the same key. I don't want to just make push keys. I want to actually save it somewhere. So what I could do is I could do the key that I upload this under is going to be, let's say, metadata. Before we get too fancy, let's just console.log out the metadata. Okay. All right. You'll notice we uploaded the file earlier. Got to refresh the page. They don't have a nice little button yet to refresh it. Just refresh the list. You got to refresh the whole page. Come on. You got this. Nope. Didn't go up. Looks like we had, oh, this is an example uploads. Aha. Storage demo. There we go. Storage demo. I've got my headshot there. Okay. we're just going to keep uploading over the top of the same headshot. It won't cause any damage to it. Okay, so choose a file, headshot, upload, bam, bam, bam. Oh, here's our metadata. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's quite a bit of metadata. Now, I'd save all the metadata to Firebase, but I've got some undefineds and I've got some functions. And I mean, I could scrub those out, but let's not do that for the sake of this demo. It's easier just to save a couple little chunks of data. Mostly full path, that's really important. Also the download URLs, these are how we can actually get to the data. So if I copy this, I should get the file. Yes, there's my file. There I am in all of my bald glory. Okay. Okay. And there's an MD5 hash. See this? So MD5 hash is what I want to use. I'm going to use that as my key because that'll be unique to every image. If I upload a different image, it'll get a new MD5 hash for sure, guaranteed. One issue I've noticed with these MD5 hashes is they have slashes in them. So if you're trying to use them as part of a path in Firebase, you're going to get rogue slashes, which will cause weird nesting problems and pretty much wreck your data. So let's avoid that. And we're going to do something fun here. We're going to do var key equals upload, let's choose metadata.md5 hash dot replace. And we're going to replace all slashes with little colons. There we go. So I have colons instead of slashes, just in case one of our MD5 hashes ends up with a slash in it. We wanted to switch those out to colons. Great. And then for metadata, let's just say, well, here, no, let's do some fun stuff here. Let's say file record. This is what we'll save. We'll save the file record. Let's say download URL equals upload task dot snapshot dot download URL. That is a part of the snapshot. I just logged out the metadata. I didn't log out the full snapshot here. But all snapshots, all upload task.snapshot has a download URL once it's complete. Close later an hour. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's save our metadata as well. What am I doing? This is a JSON object. I'm not completely crazy. Okay, full path. This is important so we can always get to the file no matter where we're from. We don't have to know any of the chunks of the path. MD5 hash. Let's just do this. MD5 hash. And how about a name? Okay, that'll be great. And while we're at it, let's just save that key here. I mean, obviously it'll be in the key, but of the record, but we'll just duplicate it so it's really easy to find. Okay. Next, let's upload it. So uploads ref.child file.name. Okay. And no. File.name. Child key. We're gonna use that key that we just used, that we created by swapping out the slashes with colons. .set file record. No. We can't return it. We got to then resolve or reject. Okay, that'll resolve or reject our promise as well, hopefully as expected. So let's run this sucker again. Okay, upload a file. There we go. Click upload, bam, 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 it's up. Okay, file went up first try. Excellent. You'll notice the file's still here as it was before. We'll go over to our database. Storage demo uploads. There we go. That's our MD5 hash. That key should match. Yeah. I mean, it's just duplicated. I don't have to do this. And I'm going to download URL. Obviously, the download URL, that's what I'm using right here. So you can see that in a new tab. Okay. Straightforward enough. Now there's just one more function I want to cover, and that is removing, because right now nothing happens when you click remove. Okay. Remove the file. Use file.key to find the file under storage demo uploads file.key. Okay. Great. File.key. This is pretty straightforward. We're going to start off with the storage ref. Well, here first. Just so you can see very clearly in the console exactly how this object looks. Okay. When I fire it off, I'm passing in with Polymer, I'm passing in that whole object. So download URL, key, metadata, all these goodies. Great. Okay. So we can say storage ref dot no. We can do that child file dot metadata dot name. So we will have storage demo slash file metadata dot name. In this case, Chris Headshot 900 pics dot JPEG. Great. Dot. Let's see, what is it? It's delete. Okay, that returns a promise. And so we're going to catch the promise. And assuming that it worked correctly, we'll return uploads ref dot child file.key. Use that key we got earlier. File.key right there to get to it. Dot remove. Okay. Just checking my notes. That'll be good. And assuming that all works, I'd like to actually fire off a toast. So I'll copy my toast code from below. This is just a little bit of Polymer, so ignore it if you don't like Polymer. It just query selector finds my toast, that's the text. File removed. File.name. No, file.metadata.name. Okay, that'll show our toast, and if there's an issue, we'll catch the error and say, how about console.log remove error. Okay. All right. Okay, we click remove and there we go. There, it's gone. I'm gonna come over to storage. Oh, it's all empty. Okay, let's test it out real quick. Let's put up multiple headshots of me. Fantastic. All right, choose the files. You're gonna file, oh no, I already chose the files, gosh. Upload. Nope, choose the files again, I get to do it again. Upload. They all went up. Look how quick that was. That was crazy fast. Refresh the page. All right, just so you see, beautiful headshots of yours truly. Inside storage demo, we've got our images. I can click on these and I can see a little bit of data, a little bit of like, oh, the file location, a download URL that I can revoke, other metadata, no metadata found. But look at this. We should have, networks tab here. Network tab. Let's refresh this page. Make sure we get all the goodies. Let's do Chris headshot. Oh, no love. Let's try opening this in a new tab. I want to prove that we have the right metadata here. There we go. Document. Awesome. Cache control. See, our cache control stuck. So we got the cache control just how we wanted it. This will cache really nicely for about a year until you change it. If you make any changes to the file, if you re-upload this file, you've got to reset the download URL, because that download URL will go away if you overwrite the file in storage. If you'd like more durable URLs, you can use a server and create them using Google Cloud Storage Bucket's own SDK. And then you can create links that will always work for anything named chris-headshot-900pics.jpg. But we're just using the download URL for this, and that works just fine for the vast majority of cases. Now let's prove that we can remove these files. All right, there we go. They're going up, they're moving correctly. All right, quick code review. I've got my storage ref and my uploads ref. Take my storage ref, I call .storage as a function to get that SDK, and I call .ref to dig in and create a folder structure. I do the same thing with uploads ref. I want them all to be under storage demo/uploads. Create my metadata. The files that I'm going to upload are literal DOM file objects. So then I'm going to take my storage ref.child, file.name, put the file and the metadata. I handle the state changed event on the task that I've created. I have 3 callbacks: a progress callback, an error callback, and a success callback. In my success callback, I'm going to save a record of the file using the key, the MD5 hash. You don't have to do it this way. This is just the way that I chose to do it. MD5 hashes have slashes sometimes. The hashes have slashes, so we've got to swap the slashes out for colons or whatever we like, whatever valid character we like, so that we don't create nested data structures. And removing the file is as simple as calling storage ref.child, getting the name, calling delete on that, and then deleting the record from the real-time database. Okay, thanks for listening. Hope this was instructional, and you can find the rest of my class, everything that I'm producing, I'm publishing to www.quiver.is. That's www.quiver.is. All right, thanks for listening. Bye.